guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. If you are also new here, do not forget to subscribe. Please subscribe. What are you waiting for? I am begging you. Your baby girl is begging you. Please click on the subscribe button and do not forget to tell a friend about That Me Inspire YouTube channel. Welcome guys. Today I will be talking about how to boost your emotional well-being. Yes, please. This word emotional well-being is not new. We will all talk about it, but some people misuse it. Emotional well-being is different from mental health. It's entirely different. So emotional well-being is more about your feelings, how you handle your feelings, while mental health is deeper than that. Mental health, a lot of factors are involved: psychological factors, financial factors, biological factors. A lot of things are involved in mental health or emotional issues or disorder and other stuff. So people misuse it and interchange them. So what I am talking about is emotional well-being. This emotional well-being works with your feelings. Either you're happy or you're sad, your entire feelings, how you manage your entire feelings, both negative and positive feelings. So emotional well-being is mostly associated with feelings like excitement, happiness, love, anger, rejection, joy, peace. But how do we handle all these feelings, both the negative feelings as well as the pleasant feelings? These are the factors surrounding emotional well-being. So now let me explain, just give a brief definition of what emotional well-being means. It's just the ability to, practice stress management and techniques, the ability to practice stress management, the ability to be resilient, the ability to boost your self-esteem. All this makes up for the definition of emotional well-being. Now, I will be sharing some tips on how to boost your emotional well-being. The first on my list is that you have to build your emotional intelligence. You have to build your emotional intelligence. There's something we call emotional intelligence. Now, there are some characters of emotional intelligence or some features of emotional intelligence that we should be aware of. The first is that self-awareness. You have to know your strengths, you have to know your weaknesses, you have to know what triggers you, you have to know how to handle your strengths and your weaknesses. This will help you in balancing your emotions. Look, it's very important that we take our emotional well-being seriously. The same way we take our physical health seriously, our emotional well-being is very important, because if you neglect your emotional well-being, it can give you serious physical health issues. It can lead to cancer, chest pain, severe headaches, and migraine, because this is just about stress. You need to know how to manage stress. Now, there are issues that will come up in life. Conflicts will come up. So how do you manage all these feelings that you are experiencing so you do not explode, so you do not have serious heartaches? All these things can also lead to physical health issues. That is why emotional well-being is very important. Do not take it for granted. Now, I'm talking about boosting your emotional intelligence. Self-awareness is very, very important. Know your strengths, know your weaknesses, know what triggers you, what makes you easily upset. So when you know these things, they say knowledge is power, or the application of knowledge is power, then you know how to manage them, you know how to control them, and so that they do not have negative effects on you and therefore reducing your productivity level. So it's very important. Self-awareness is important. Self-management is also part of self-awareness. Now that you have found out, you have known your strengths, you've known your weakness, how do you manage them? In situations, in crisis, how do you manage them? All these are very important because it will affect your relationship. Now, going back from self-management to social awareness, how do you treat people? How do you take people's compliments or complaints, or when you're having conflicts or you're having issues with people, misunderstanding? Social awareness is important. This one is is the one that shows how you relate with people, how you relate with people, how you relate with your environment. So this is also something that we should look into, self-awareness, self-management, social awareness, and the last for that is relationship management. Sometimes you need to compromise. Are you willing to compromise? Now, I'm saying compromise, I don't mean that you have to, of course, for every conflict or heavy issues that you have to be the one to also, play the victim. No, you have to be the one to to always say I'm sorry. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that sometimes you need to understand other people's feelings. You need to know how to compromise in relationships. Dealing with people, you need to compromise. You cannot always be right. You cannot always be the one to always stand your foot on the ground and insist that whatever you want is what should happen. No, you need to know how to balance all these things. Relationship management is key, and all this falls under the very first point, which is to build your emotional intelligence. So many people lack emotional intelligence, and this is not to insult anybody. We can all learn about this. We can all read about it. You can Google. There are so many things that you can learn on emotional intelligence. Number 2 on the list is that you have to keep good friends, guys. It's very important to keep good friends, good company, family and friends. We need them. We need this support system. There are, like, everybody should have such strong backbone. Whenever you are sad, whenever you are happy, these are people that you want to share your feelings with, you want to share your experiences with, whether it's good or it's bad. You need to have good company around you. You need to have good friends around you that you can comfortably tell them your challenges, you can show your weaknesses, you can show your strengths, and you are guaranteed of 100% support, like unbiased love, unbiased support. We need to keep good friends because we need them in times of, issues and conflicts. When you're down, who do you talk to? Who do you go and meet for advice? Do you have good companies? Now, it's not just about having friends. You need to have good friends. You have to have people that will give you sound advice, not just, you know what I'm saying? Not people that will just, tell you stories, when you need them, they are not there for you. You need good friends around you, people that would care for you, that genuinely love you and will listen to you. And you need a hug that will give you that hug. You need money that will give you the money. You need a shoulder to cry on that will give you their shoulders to cry on. You need people like that around you. It's very important because it will help you control and manage your stress. And these people are the ones that will keep encouraging you and building you up when you really want to give up and just throw away the towel. Now, number 3 on my list is that do not be afraid of negative emotions. No, do not be afraid. Welcome it. This is part of life. You are here already, right? You are here, and this is part of life. So welcome the negative emotions. The way you welcome negative emotions is that you need to learn and understand and know it. When you know it, you have the power to control it, so you're not scared anymore. But when you're scared of these negative emotions, it makes you weak. But when you know these negative emotions coming, you are expecting it. It's part of life. So when it comes to you suddenly, when there's a sudden issue, there's a big challenge or there's a problem that comes up, you will not be too scared. You would be bold enough to know the necessary action to take. You will know the next step to take because you know these emotions, you understand it, or maybe you are familiar with it. So this will help you. Do not be afraid of the negative emotions. Welcome them. So you learn about it. You know how to handle it. So that's the way you tackle the negative emotions that comes. You know what triggers you. So when you see that thing that, oh, this is something that I know that I will not like, you know how to control your emotions. You know where to navigate those emotions to. You know how to control it. So you need to welcome them so that you can learn and use it for good rather than allowing it to, turn you to something else that you are not. Now, the next on my list is that you have to invest your time in hobbies and new skill. Learn new skill, learn something new. Like spend time with things or people that give you joy. If it's listening to music, if it's writing, drawing, dancing, painting, whatever it is that that gives you joy, learn, invest more, learn more, invest more, build on that skill, and before you know it becomes a hobby, and before you know it becomes a paying job for you. So you are spending quality time, and then it keeps you or distracts you from focusing on all the negativities in the world. So this will help you boost your your emotional well-being. This is very important. The next on my list is that you need to practice forgiveness. This is very important. I know it's easier said than done, but forgiveness is what you need to do, regardless of who offended you, who is right, who is wrong. You need to learn to forgive. If not, you could have cancer, you could have serious heartache, chest pain, and you do not want to die early. So please learn forgiveness. Period. It's not negotiable. Number 6 on my list is that you need to get enough sleep. Get enough sleep, get enough rest. This is very, very important. Now, the thing is that when you do not get enough rest, you get cranky. you get easily tired, easily irritated, and then it affects your productivity. The way it happens is that a little issue or a little, job can become overwhelming because you are exhausted. You are tired, you didn't get enough sleep. So something has someone giving you additional task at work. You just throw tantrum and you're upset already, so you are not knowing how to manage your stress, so you need to know how to manage stress. Now that's why you need to get enough sleep, you need to get enough rest so that you can know how to manage stress. So when the little things happen, you don't blow it out of proportion because you've not rested, you are tired, your brain is not even really working well. So you just blow things out of proportion, you get easily upset, easily offended because you've not rested. Try to rest. When you rest, you sleep well, you become highly productive. People that sleep well, they are highly productive. So it's important that you get enough rest. Now, the last but not the least on my list is that you need to meditate. Meditation is important. Find time for yourself to meditate on positive vibes only. Read the Bible, study the Word of God. It will encourage you to build you up, build your strength, and take away all those negative issues, negative emotions. It takes away fear. Very important. The way to battle fear is by meditation on the Word of God. It cleanses fear. It takes them far away from me. And fear is a very, very serious issue. It's very, very serious. So the way you can handle fear, if you become a pro at managing your fears, you are made for life. So do not take this last point. Do not take it lightly at all. Lightly. It's very serious. Ensure that you meditate regularly. Do not joke with your meditation. Positive vibes, positive confessions, very, 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 very important. Okay? Thank you, guys. I hope you've learned one or two things, and please do not forget to share my videos. Click on the subscribe button, click on the notification button, tell a friend about That Me Inspire. I love you. Till I see you next time. Bye. Now number 2 on the list is that you. Now number 2 on my list is that. Oh, I didn't look at you. Okay.